The most academic hobbies. That is what we're going to be talking about today. And I got this idea from this one friend who has done their final year project about Pokemon. And I was surprised at the fact that that was getting a weird look. Like, in my opinion, I think you should do whatever you want for that one still. But then it also sparked me this one question, you know, where do you draw the line? Where would you draw the line between, you know, something that sounds like it could be academically analyzed, or like something that you can dabble in that makes people say that, oh shit, you have to be a smart guy. Like, the obvious example is chess. And like, brother, I have seen people argue that drinking is one of those academic hobbies because, oh yeah, it's all for the purpose of networking. It's a long-term engagement to get all of those LinkedIn points. And I'll give you my little hot take as well. Like, being able to play an instrument, like not as a profession, just a hobby, sparks me in the same way as saying, okay, yeah, you learn that shit just so that you can pick up the hers. And it doesn't spark you as being like a smart person, you know what I'm saying? But today we're going to be discussing a bunch of hobbies, and we're going to be ranking them based on how academically sound these hobbies are. If you're liking what you're seeing right now, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We have our current goal set to 5,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And you know, look, like we're kind of slowing down in progression. I ignore that, man. Just I appreciate it if you help me out on that journey. But with that all being said, let us get into the video. Chess. Alright, brother, I need you to do me a solid right now and rig up the first friend that's in your contacts list, or just go up to a random guy on the streets and do like a TikTok style interview, and then ask them this one question. What's a game that a smart person would play? And they would unanimously answer chess. Like, okay, maybe some people are gonna answer like Go, Tetris, or like Sudoku or whatever, but it's most 9 times out of 10 it's probably gonna be chess. And you can kind of do like the reverse of this experiment as well. Like, the next time you meet a guy, right, whether you play chess or not, just tell them this one thing. Yeah, I play chess as a hobby, and their immediate response is probably gonna be somewhere along the lines of, oh shit, you play chess? Yeah, you must be a smart guy then. And in this scenario, if you don't play chess and then they ask you for your rating, just say like, I don't know, 1800, 1900, because okay, 2000 is an unrealistic number. You have to put it, if you want to fake your rating, you have to fake it in between 1000 and 2000 to make it sound like, you know, you're good, but like you're not known enough to be like really good. Like, it's a really realistic number to laugh about chess with. I don't even know why I'm trying to teach you guys how to laugh chess. Like, I've got that video recorded and either on the way or it's already been posted, and this video is coming in after. But yeah, under like the people's unanimous decision, this is like a very academic game. I would almost put this into probably Asian, but the Asian equivalent is shogi, 100%. I put chess on this list and not shogi because chess is more mainstream. Actually, wait, hold on. I'm pretty sure half of the grandmasters out there in chess are in like of some sort of Indian descent. You know what? Just for that, I'm gonna put you in probably Asian. We're starting off with an S tier today, lads. Let's go. Debating. You know what's crazy? Like, I think when it comes to like debate groups, the most academically sounding people would be like the judges. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of story time. So I tried to be a judge for a debate club once, and there was this one guy who was like way more experienced than me, like helping me out. So we were both listening to this debate of like, I don't know, five or six people, and I think the subject was like, it was something to do with ghosts, but that's irrelevant, yeah? And yeah, of course, I was like listening to everyone's voices and like trying to like, you know, say that, oh yeah, this guy's point completely contradicts the other guy's point, so therefore we get like X conclusion being more potent than Y conclusion, yeah? And I tried to discuss my judging with this more experienced partner, and this guy, yeah, pulls out his notes, all handwritten by the way. This guy noted down, memorized, and analyzed each and every single word and point that the debaters were talking about. But I'm over here like, being like, okay, I got the general gist of the debate. Okay, let me say that this guy's point was followed up by this guy's point, and then the more experienced guy would always ask me, backed up how? Counted how? Which point sparked you the most? And and you know what? Being asked those questions is kind of a no-shitter. Brother, a guy with this short term of a memory like myself would not even be able to step a singular toe into the debate room ever again, just after hearing like the array of stuff that this partner guy has spoken to me. Long story short, this man relayed the entire debate to me within the span of 3 minutes, and mind you, the debate itself was around 50 minutes long. So this guy's explaining to me like, okay, so this man's point was talking about this, and this guy's point was talking about this, which contradicts the previous point that was made at point C. So would you agree that my final judgment D is more potent than your current final judgment A? My brother, the guy helping me out in judging did a personal debate with me about the debate. I don't understand this. I do not understand this hobby, bro. Like, debating is 100% like very academic, but I just gotta like assume one thing. You've got like the memory of a taxi driver. And not just the taxi driver, those types of taxi drivers that will talk you down to shit. Holy, I'm like traumatized. I'm actually like scared of these people, bro. Drinking. Oh, but it's all for networking. I'm gonna go out my way and then ease myself with a few pints down so that I can get another random guy's LinkedIn. Nah, shut the fuck up, bro. I can't lie, bro. We all know that's bullshit. Like, okay, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm a very low-key guy when it comes to alcohol. Like, my span of like alcohol consumption, even when I'm in a pub or like any of like them prees out there, is like resolved within the span of like 0 to 2 pints. As a guy who doesn't drink that much, the alcoholics out there that I know of have actually gotten stable roles just by talking to some random bloke in the pub for like 3 hours straight. But let's be real here, you guys ain't drinking for the networking, dog. 99.9% of the time, you're there for the ill intention of intoxicating yourself into absolute oblivion, probably while watching a football match. Brother, I have been riddled more times when I'm getting my train back on the way from somewhere really far away from my home, and then the train gets filled with the stench of alcohol and people who are like probably bald and also built like a football. Like, it's the average Brit experience, bro. Like, whenever you go on a train on Sundays, you will get squashed by a bunch of bare belly bums talking about sports which they've probably never done in their life. But you know what, for this one, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and I'm gonna put you in can be academic. But I do have a general impression of y'all, you know? Playing an instrument. I can split you people into 3 types of categories, yeah? You're either Asian, you're either the quiet kid, or you learn to play an instrument to impress the Huz. Like, I can clearly tell that it's not that you're playing an instrument and therefore you're smart. It's just that like the absolute genius Asian kids have been hammered down how to play the piano for years upon years by probably their mother, because of the reason of the category of people who have learned the instrument to pick up the Huz. You know, 9 times out of 10, the mother knows for a fact that she's going to get rizzed up by a guy who knows how to play the piano, and that's why some must play piano and become doctor at the same time. You get where I'm going with this right now, right? Yeah? Like, I don't think there's a tie coming from playing an instrument and being smart, but I think there's a tie coming from being smart and playing music, if you get what I mean. It's a one-sided arrow there, so I'm gonna put you in can be academic because, again, but then it sounds so much better than like, oh, I play video games at home. That's my hobby right there. Or like, oh, I drink. Like, it sounds better than drinking. You know what? I'm gonna put you above drinking. But like I said, I honestly suspect that like a lot of you guys are doing this to just get some bitches. Oh, wait a second. Oh, you could be a band guy. Oh, shit. You could be one of those punks that every single teacher frowns upon. Okay, yeah. I was wondering why I felt like I shouldn't bring you up a tier. It's because of the band guys, dog. Anime and manga. Alright, bro, you gotta be some sort of like creative. Because if you're just a consumer, then this thing has like absolutely 0 academic value. Like, brother, like even when you're a creative, like even when like, oh my days, bro, the art teachers absolutely despise you guys. The art teachers hate anime, and that's not even an exaggeration. They probably hate it as much as like the AI bros out there. And you know what, low-key, I think there's like a justifiable reason to this, and it's because such a like, whatchamacallit, it's like it's got like a really min-maxed art style, and like I'm guessing the art teachers don't like it. First of all, because it's a foreign piece of culture, and second of all, it's probably the hatred towards people who joined the art course just to draw anime boobies. And what I mean by this is that I'm pretty sure they don't mean any ill will. I'm pretty sure they just I think the art teachers out there, they just want you to hammer down the basics before you start aggressively stylizing stuff as much as like anime and manga. And dog, I've known a bunch of artists here and there, but so far I only know one guy who has actually made their like school art project around a manga. Like, that is how determined you have to be to like push beyond the demonic gaze of the art teacher. I'm not even lying to you, bro. Okay, let's put all this stuff about art aside, because I just remembered something about oh my days, I just remember this one news of this one guy who solved like $1 billion math problem because he derived some random bullshit from Haruhi Suzumiya. Like, I'm sorry, call me a zoom and everything, but I haven't watched a single episode of Haruhi and all, but like, you're telling me that piece of anime is like so crazy to the point that it helped the guy solve $1 billion problem. Like, I mean, to be fair, whether this info was in my mind or not, I would have put this in you're probably Asian anyways, because I can't lie, chances are you probably are if you're pursuing something, you know, beyond the mainstream shonen stuff. Dungeons and Dragons. I'd say that D&D is like that one game, like literally like that singular game that you're allowed to play with your teachers other than chess. And you know, I used to think like the entire like D&D thing was like for like English majors, philosophers, like all of them, you know, poetic people. Nah, dog, it's the STEM students. It's dead ass the STEM students. Like, the people that I know of who play D&D, they're all STEM students. I'm not even joking with you. And the one professor that I know who definitely 169% plays D&D is a goddamn cybersecurity nerd. And I think the magic that's working here is the TISM, right? Like, my general theory is where there is TISM, there is D&D. And if you're a STEM student with autism, dog, you have to be like really like hella academic for that one. League of Legends. Brother, I've been advocating this one thing. Bro, there's a reason why I've been calling League of Legends 5D chess for like the last like 2 or 3 years. Because, bro, it literally just is. Like, I don't think League deserves to be frowned upon as much as it currently does. Because if you look at other competitive games, like toxicity is a given in competitive games. But like, when you take your time and actually study the game itself, brother, it is like the most complicated bullshit ever. And it's not even like you're making move by move. Brother, every single millisecond of that game counts. Every single number, every single micro parameter that every single particle in that game is made of literally counts to the course of the match. And like, as much of a donkey that League players sound and act in game, if they're actually good at the game, they're 169% like really smart. I'm pretty sure there was a recent study where like the video game with like the highest average IQ is League of Legends. And I don't think I even need to say this, bro. Yeah, like if you're good at League of Legends, you're probably Asian. Like, because when we're looking at mainstream media, something that is so dominated by the big US of A's, despite that fact, like most of the clips that you see of like all of these insane League plays all come from Chinese players or Korean players. Like that's how you know. That's how you like. I would go out my way to say that if you're good at League, you're like an honorary Asian person. Golf. My impression of golf is that like only rich people play, and that's not because like golf is a really expensive sport. And like when I say like rich people, I'm not talking about like the rich Gen 2s, like the nepo babies and shit. I'm talking about the rich people as in they got rich in their own course of life. I'm talking about the rich guys as in they got rich by themselves. Like my granddad to this day is really into golf, and he was a former entrepreneur. And whenever I see like videos of golf on my YouTube feed, it's probably not a professional match. It's rather probably just a chill game of golf played by like all these celebrities that where you're like, you know the faces of. Like I've seen Canelo Alvarez, the goddamn boxer, playing golf. And like my point here is like, if you're getting rich on your own, like you have to be smart. You have to know what you're doing. You have to be like at the very least academic. I can see it, bro. Learning a language. I'm gonna put this together with the types of people who try to learn like another country's culture. But yeah, I want to put them together because let's be real here. At some point of learning a language, you gotta come across that corresponding country's culture, you know what I'm saying? But here's the thing about languages, right? I'm pretty sure learning a language is like a skill that's like at least at the back of everybody's heads. Like you can ask a guy if they want to get into chess and they'll be like, nah, it ain't my kind of thing. Ain't my cup of tea, or some like answer like that. But when you ask a person like what languages they want to learn, you'll probably get like at least 2 languages as an answer. And low-key, the only thing stopping them is that they probably just aren't interested in the culture itself. They just want to know the language. And if you ain't a procrastinator and you actually like picked up a language to like a really good extent, then like congratulations, bro. I'm gonna tell you what, you've got at least a little bit of nerd in you, you know? I can see that you're a very academic person. Being a car guy. Nah, you're 100% a STEM student, bro. Like, dog, I have never heard of a car guy that's like not anywhere close to like an engineering field. You know what? Fuck STEM. Like, I've not heard a singular car guy that is not in an engineering field or like anything like anywhere kind of like remote to that. I mean, whenever I talk about car guys, it kind of ranges from, oh, I have like a massive list of cars that I can name out that I want to ride someday, to like those types of people who know every single component that's inside the car without even thinking of dissecting it. And don't worry, F1 bros, you're on the same boat. I mean, you're basically the same thing. Like, it doesn't even matter if you're like an F1 bro or just a normal car guy. Like, actually, no, it's just the thing with engineering in general. Like, what's with like all these metal parts being named as like a random bunch of letters in the English alphabet? Like why the fuck is every single part named after like literally their manufacturing ID? Oh yeah, nah, even better question. How are some of y'all capable of actually naming them letter by letter? Like, I'm over here looking for like an ultrasonic sensor, and these guys like, oh, so you're talking about that R2D2 C3PO 6969420 bullshit? Yeah, car guys, bro, I can't lie, they're in the same vein, bro. I'm talking about those car guys that convince me that given like an entire scrapyard of broken car parts, the car guy would be able to assemble a goddamn Lambo. And I'll tell you what, that sounds pretty academic to me, bro. In fact, that sounds hella industrial. Like, how would you deadass know like every single Minecraft? I'm pretty sure this is like the only video game that has been touched and molested up into like thousands and thousands of academic papers at once. My brother, we're talking about a game where you're giving a guy unlimited access to, oh, you can do whatever you want in this world. Like, dog, what do you expect, man? It spans beyond the scopes of all those YouTube videos of them cracked ass guys making a computer out of redstone and then running Doom in it. Yeah, okay, that's worth one YouTube video. Like, I would be convinced if somebody used Minecraft to simulate that, like, the most egregious nuclear experiments known to man. And you know what? You don't even gotta be that deep into the building thing to convince me that, like, if you play Minecraft, like, if you're the type of guy who's stuck with Minecraft beyond your childhood, I think you're an academic. I think you're a very academic guy. Like, convince me otherwise. Like, if you're playing Minecraft beyond your childhood, then there has to be, like, a really good, like, ambitious reason. And, like, brother, don't even get me started on the architecture that, like, oh my days, brother. I'm waiting for that one day where some, like, random terrorist group uses Minecraft to plan their entire attack. Like, at this point, I think even that is possible in this game, bro. Journaling. Okay, this is, like, the one hobby that I could not understand. Like, you know how, like, all those self-improvement gurus are saying that, oh yeah, you should journal every day. And don't get me wrong, like, logging your progress and everything, I think you're a smart guy for doing that. I mean, that's the other thing. Like, I don't know what you mean by when you say that, oh yeah, I journal every day. Like, is it that you're logging your progress? Or are you just curious on, like, how much your personality changes within the course of a year? I guess either way, you just want to see like a visual representation on how much you've changed over the course of time. And you know what? When you put it like that, I think I'll put you in academic, because this is the one hobby that I've got like the least understanding of. Because I don't want to sound like a nerd and all, but like if you're telling me that you're using your journaling to log your progress, my logging on progress, I can do that shit in GitHub. I know I sound like an absolute neek for saying that, but like I don't know, I just can't really get a good grasp of this hobby. But I know for a fact that people who do journal have their life put together more than people who don't. And there you go, that is going to be it for the tier list of hobbies that sound the most academically pleasing. Again, if you guys enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You know what, if this video gets over 100 likes, I'm gonna do a part 2 specifically on video games, because I think for this video I got the boring stuff out of the way. I think people want to know how much a real gamer would compete in this tier list. But we're still gonna be aiming for the 5,000 subscriber goal by the end of this year. We're low-key dropping pace, I think it's because I haven't posted anything about gacha games lately. So I'm gonna get one of those videos coming along the way. But with that all being said, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I shall see you guys in another time.